If your life feels like a living circus, I invite you to take a breath. You're in the right place. Today, we are going to sit as we are, come as we are, and stay and see what decides to come. Today is day 8 of the 0303 series, where I'm showing up to bring messages of love and support for you all ADHD women. But today, as you'll find out, I'm over it. I'm over it. It's been a beautifully messy, chaotic day. But before we begin, I want to go ahead and ground us into the space. Go ahead and settle into where we are. Commit to ourselves in this moment. So we're going to breathe in for 6, hold for 2, and breathe out for 8. We'll do 3 rounds of this. You ready? Settle into your body. Did you feel yourself fall into your seat? Did you melt into place? Settle into the now. And thank you for being here with me. It's been a long week. And today was back to school shopping day with one of my twins getting a stomach bug and throwing up all day long. And then we got home, got everything unloaded, and my other twin got sick. And their older sister was complaining of an earache. And my husband got stung by a bee and had an allergic reaction and a swollen ear. It's been a day, my friends. The babies went down at 8, but it's 10:25, and I'm just now sitting down, just now getting them settled. Today has been a circus. It's been a mess, and I'm tired. So I hope you can accept me as I am today, as I always welcome you to come as you are. The inspiration for this message is going to be authenticity. Settling into being okay with who we are in the moment without trying to fix what we are, without trying to pretend that everything's okay. Being vulnerable in our messiness, but also being okay with it. In my practice, I work with 3 spiritual archetypes: the maiden, mother, and crone, to bring guidance, to bring clarity, to bring truth to women with ADHD. I dedicate oracle decks and tarot decks to each of the archetypes, but tonight we're just going to work with tarot. And I might have to take a break because I have another one crying. It's 10:27. So maybe we'll just have the mother tonight. Let's see. Mother, guidance today, please, for how we can show up and be authentically ourselves in this crazy, crazy mess of life. It's an interesting card. She gave us the 6 of Swords. The next deck I'm going to work with is the Mother. Mother, can you please give us guidance today on how we can show up authentically in our messy, crazy selves and be okay with it? How can we show up as we are without judgment, with just presence? Okay. And the Mother gave us the 6 of Pentacles. And the last archetype is the crone. Crone, can you please give us guidance today on how we can show up as ourselves, how we can be vulnerable with our messiness, vulnerable with our chaos, and surrender to the present moment, even when it doesn't look like the ones on Instagram? All right. The crone gave us the Ace of Pentacles. So we have a 6, and a 1. So the maiden started off tonight with the 6 of Swords. So that's transitioning to calmer waters, right? And in this case, I'm drawn to the image of I'm not sure what he's called, so I'm going to call him a boatsman. The man steering the boat. He has this long stick, right? So, and I'm getting the idea of this being life is always steering us forward. Life is always moving us, right? The only thing that is constant is change itself. Nothing else is the same. Nothing else remains constant. So when you have days when you are completely overwhelmed, when your life is not picture perfect, when you're exhausted, when your kids won't go to sleep, when your landlord won't leave you alone, or your boss gave you a ridiculous assignment that's due in 2 hours. In those moments where you feel the world caving in on you, or you feel like you're not enough, you're not going to be able to handle it, tap into the maiden's guidance for you today. Tap into the inner knowing that life is always propelling you forward. You're not going to be stuck in this specific instant. You're not going to be stuck in this moment forever. You will transition to calmer waters. This storm will pass. But while we're here, it's okay. It's okay that we're here. You know, what we resist persists. So surrender. Surrender to the chaos. Just ground into the present moment. The mother gave us the 6 of Pentacles. So this is reciprocity, generosity, give and take, charity. But the lady here, she's holding a scale. I don't think you can see that. And so I didn't mention this earlier, but with the 6 of Swords, I also was reminded of the Wheel of Fortune and the karmic cycle and how things are always moving in cycles. Things are always changing. And she's holding this scale in her hand, in her palm. And it reminds me of the Egyptian, ancient Egyptians, where they used the feather of Ma'at to weigh your heart, right? To weigh it to see if it's light or if it's heavy. With the 6 of Pentacles, I see that we are able to give ourselves grace when we're surrendering to the present moment. Give ourselves permission to be. And in that act, in that surrender, we are able to release that burden from our heart, release that burden from our soul, release that burden from our presence in the now, to understand that this will change, this will pass. And in the same regard, since this is a card of reciprocity, being that example for others in your life, for them to see that it's okay that you have ADHD, you have a chaotic life at times, or you know anybody, right? Life is messy. It doesn't matter if you have ADHD or not. Life is messy. Relationships are messy. Everything is messy. So when you can sit in your messiness and be okay with it and be non-judgmental and be soft and receptive and open to solutions, open to observation, open to just presence. When that happens, other people feel permission to do the same thing. They feel inspired to do the same thing. And then the crone gave us the Ace of Pentacles. This came out, I believe, in yesterday's live stream. This groundedness, there's the seed here, and then the tree. This is a person with a tree coming up off of them. So at the very beginning, I was talking about getting into the presence of now, settling into now, grounding into now, cracking. And this Ace of Pentacles, the seed is cracked open. So cracking open those previous expectations or limitations that you've placed on yourself and understanding that it's okay if this hasn't been the way you've lived your life. If you have been judgmental of your chaos, if you have been judgmental of your messiness, it's okay to crack open that shell and let something new be born up. Aces are all gifts. This is a gift from spirit. This is an opportunity to approach this messy life with reverence, with honor, with sacredness, being the sacred witness of what's unfolding, being the curious evergreen learner, trying to see what this experience can show you, how your soul can expand in this moment. And through the course of this new thought pattern, this new way of behaving, right? Pentacles is all grounded energy. This is all in this earthly realm. In that process, your life grows, right? Your life is enriched with all these new opportunities, with all these situations, and you're able to expand and harvest all the fruit here. I feel like that's all we have tonight. Short, sweet, to the point. Exactly what's needed in a day of chaos, exactly what's needed in a messy life, exactly what's needed when we're overwhelmed, right? Plus, I hear my kid crying. So that means this is over. Thank you so much for joining me today. Know that you are so special. We don't want to change you. We don't want to fix you. We want you to remember that you were never broken to begin with. On this channel, we always invite you to come as you are and stay as you become. Let me know in the comments below. How are you accepting your messiness? How are you accepting your circus right now? Put a star in the comments if you're not sure what to say. Bye, my friends.